Hello and welcome to Social Anxiety Relief Session number 5. My name is Dr. Paul Ogilvie from LiberationInMind.com. And so as you can get the best out of this session, aim to listen to it every day for a week, or at least 3 times in the week, and after that you can listen to this session whenever you want to. And before we begin, if you're listening to this on the website, please do the brief tapping routine that comes with this session. You can pause this video here for a moment while you take 1 or 2 minutes to do the tapping now. If you're not listening to this on the website, you're welcome to visit LiberationInMind.com for more information about the tapping, which is a great tool to use alongside this hypnotherapy session. And please do not listen to this session whilst driving, or operating in machinery or equipment, or in any situation in which your attention is required. And please do not listen to this session if you suffer with epilepsy, or schizophrenia or bipolar disorder, or any other significant mental health problem. And during this session, you'll be in control at all times. Anytime you need to, you can come out of this hypnotherapy session and be instantly awake and alert and able to respond to whatever you need to do. And this session is not a substitute for professional medical health care. You should always seek the advice of your doctor for any symptoms or medical conditions you may have. And if you can, use headphones to listen to this session. The headphones reduce distracting outside noise, so it allows your mind to focus more on the hypnotherapy session. And before we begin this hypnotherapy session, I'd like to discuss the main purpose of this session. This session is about negative automatic thoughts. In cognitive behavioural terms, dealing with negative automatic thoughts effectively is the pathway to success in overcoming social anxiety. And if you'd like to know more about negative automatic thoughts, please visit LiberationInMind.com. We've already begun this process of dealing with negative automatic thoughts in sessions 3 and 4. There are many forms of negative automatic thoughts. One of the most common types of negative automatic thoughts in social anxiety is known as mind reading. In this thought pattern, you assume you know what other people are thinking about you. For example, she thinks I'm no good. That thought assumes you know what she thinks. Another example would be, he can see how anxious I am. Well, how do you know that? You're assuming you know what he's thinking. And this thought pattern is further compounded by assuming any actions or body language, perhaps in the form of facial expressions from other people, are judgments about how they view you. For example, he looked at his watch, so he's bored by what I'm saying. Well, you don't really know what he thinks, or even why he looked at his watch. There could be any number of reasons. There are many other forms of negative automatic thoughts, which are also important, but the group of negative automatic thoughts known as mind reading is one of the most common patterns in social anxiety. And one of the problems with negative automatic thoughts is that they occur so quickly, you're rarely conscious of them. These thought patterns have been conditioned over many years, usually since childhood. They go around and around in your mind, day after day, automatically, without any need for your conscious awareness. And this makes changing those thought patterns a challenge. It is hard, but it can be done. And one way is to write down all your thoughts and beliefs about an anxiety-provoking situation. And writing things down like this allows you to bring up some of these negative thoughts you have about yourself. It brings it into your conscious awareness. And when you do this, ask yourself what alternative thought would be appropriate for that situation. And practicing this writing exercise consistently over many weeks and months can change your negative thought patterns into more positive and supportive ones. And so, it reduces your anxiety and fear in those situations. I would encourage you to do this writing exercise, perhaps on a daily or at least twice weekly basis. And in addition to changing your negative automatic thoughts, the process of writing about an anxiety-provoking event is therapeutic in its own right. And using this hypnotherapy session is another way of getting rid of those negative automatic thoughts from your life. It is a variation of the cognitive behavioural writing exercise I've just talked about. It is also a continuation of the theme from previous sessions number 3 and 4. This alternative method of dealing with negative automatic thoughts still requires consistent effort and time, but this method can be much quicker and easier and more effective. And dealing with negative automatic thoughts is important in overcoming social anxiety. So let's begin the hypnotherapy session now. Make yourself comfortable, sitting or lying down, and gently allow your eyes to close, and just begin to focus your attention on your breathing, taking deep breaths in and out, and imagine as you're breathing in calmness and relaxation, and as you breathe out, release any tension from your body. Breathing in calmness, breathing out tension, and each breath is relaxing you more and more. As your body relaxes, your mind relaxes, all tension just draining away, and calmness filling you completely. And now let your breathing become easy and pleasant as you go deeper and deeper, relaxed. And now I'd like you to focus your attention on the sound of my voice. Just the sound of my voice and the pauses between my words help you go deeper and deeper, relaxed. And you may notice other sounds around you, and that's okay. Allow your mind to notice them, and then gently allow them to drift away, helping taking you deeper and deeper. And in this place of deep, comfortable relaxation, imagine you're standing at the top of a beautiful staircase, and the staircase can be made of whatever you wish. It can be made of wood, or stone, or marble, or whatever you wish. And there are 10 steps leading down this staircase. And in a moment, you can go down these steps. As you hear me count off each of the steps, you can step down one step, going deeper with each step you take, beginning now. 10, 9, 8, going deeper and deeper. 7, 6, twice as relaxed as before. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. And now, stepping off the bottom step, you can find yourself in a place that is comfortable and safe for you to be. A place of safety and security, tranquility, calmness and peace. And notice in your day-to-day life that whenever you experience some sort of negative emotion, like fear or anxiety or irritability or frustration or anger, that you immediately stop what you are thinking about and become curious, like a young child again, and ask yourself, what thought has caused this emotional reaction inside me? And when you have a possible answer, immediately follow this with another question. Who would I be and how would I feel without that thought? And know that your emotions are like clues to your underlying automatic thoughts. And these thoughts can be judgments or interpretations or beliefs about what is going on. So whenever you experience a negative emotional state, become aware of the underlying thought that has caused this. And when you do, immediately ask yourself, who would I be and how would I feel without that thought? And just enjoy for a moment what a pleasant experience this can be when you imagine your life without that thought which causes those negative emotions. And when you imagine life without that thought, it can be an experience of non-judgment, of non-criticism of the situation and of yourself. And then you may find you'd like to keep this state of non-judgment. And of course, your mind may come up with an alternative thought, or belief, or interpretation which is supportive and positive to you. And so you might like to keep that positive thought instead. And over time, this process of asking, who would I be and how would I feel without that thought, gets stronger and stronger, and you enjoy immediately stopping your thoughts when you experience a negative emotion and become curious like a child again. And when you do this, you become aware of the thought that has caused the negative emotion, and you immediately ask yourself, who would I be and how would I feel without that thought? Repeating this process over and over, hour by hour, day by day, will slowly or quickly get rid of those negative automatic thoughts from your mind and from your life. It's like pulling out the weeds from a garden that's been neglected for many years. It is overgrown and full of weeds you do not want. But things are different now, and as time passes, and by pulling out the weeds, your garden becomes a wonderful place to be. And the more you pull the weeds out, the easier it becomes to do that. And so you can go through your garden and pull out any weeds that you'd like to. And also, you can pull out any weeds as they come up, day by day. And you may find, in the days and the weeks to come, that you notice other weeds in your garden, and you enjoy pulling them out too. Because every time you do so, you become stronger and happier and more confident in everything you do. And because the more you pull the weeds out of your garden, the more wonderful it becomes. And so it comes to pass that you can start planting new seeds. The thought of new seeds in your garden is exciting, so they can grow into the plants, the flowers, the trees you desire. Seeds that you cherish and that are right for you. And you can watch them grow slowly at first, but with time they get stronger and stronger and grow more quickly. And any weeds that may try to take their place, you immediately pull these weeds out, getting rid of these unwanted weeds from your garden, so the plants and the trees that you cherish can grow stronger and stronger day by day. And you water and look after these cherished plants and trees, and you give them nutrients so they can grow stronger and healthier in every way. And you enjoy watching day by day how your cherished seeds, which were once so small, grow into strong and beautiful and healthy plants, flowers and trees, making your garden so much better than before. And know that you are the gardener, so enjoy your garden and look around your wonderful garden now and see all the magnificent things that grow there, the flowers, the plants, the trees. And as you walk around your garden, see all the colours, smell the wonderful smells, hear the sounds of birds singing, feel the sensation of your feet on the ground as you walk, and feel too a sense of pride being in your garden. Really enjoy everything in your garden. And as you walk around your garden, be aware too of all the things that are not yet visible. Things you planted a while ago, but which have not yet come up. Seeds which will one day emerge and flower and flourish. Just imagine how it will be when that happens. How your garden will be even more beautiful than before. And be glad, and be aware too, as you walk, you pull out any unwanted weeds in your way, and know that your new, cherished plants will come to take their place, and these new, healthy plants will grow and blossom and smell heavenly, and the cycle will go on, and you are part of that cycle. You help it to happen. Just take a moment to plant a few more seeds. There is a patch of earth which was until recently full of weeds, but now you've pulled them out and dug up the earth in preparation. So all you need to do is scatter your cherished seeds on the ground and place some earth over them. There's a watering can nearby. You pick it up and sprinkle some water over the earth. And then look around your garden again and notice a special garden seat under the branch of an old oak tree. And you sit down on this garden seat. You feel so comfortable and relaxed and at peace, and you are very glad that it's here, that it's part of your garden. And sitting in this special garden seat, you may find the answer to what you need to know just comes into your mind. So just ask yourself that question: what is it I most need to know right now? And wait for a moment for the answer, and trust that it will come to you, whether you know it consciously or not. And know that whenever you pull out the unwanted weeds, your garden becomes more beautiful and stronger than before, and you enjoy the peace and the freedom and the happiness of being in your garden and watching it grow stronger and more beautiful than before. And now it's time to think about coming back. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. With each count, you'll find yourself becoming more alert and awake, so that by the time you reach 10, you'll have your eyes open and you'll be fully wide awake, feeling refreshed, wonderful and alert. 1, 2, 3, beginning to feel more awake. 4, 5, more alert. 6, 7, becoming more alert and awake. 8, 9, 10, eyes open and fully wide awake. And you may like to stretch and to rest where you are for a few moments before we start to move around. And if you enjoyed this session, I'd be grateful if you could share it with someone who may also benefit from it. Thank you.